Hey, welcome to the channel. Today we are tying the Baron Verde and hope you enjoy it. All right, we're going to secure our hook in the vise and start our thread right behind the eye and wrap about halfway down. Come in and clip off that waste material, or you can break it off if you want. Now we're going to add a tailing. So here we're using some Coq de Leon, give it a couple wraps on top, and then I like to hold it up at a little bit of an angle, and that'll help the threads kind of lay down nicely so you get a nice thread base. Come in and clip off the waste. Now we go underneath with the thread, and that's going to help the tails fiber stick up like you're seeing and allow it to float and sit on the water better. So come up about 3/4 of the way, and we're going to take a clump of CDC. This is about 2 CDC feathers worth. It's in the color dun, and we're going to tie them in on top. With your scissors, you can see this puff of CDC. You like to cut it at an angle, and what that's going to do is going to allow for you to have a nice tapered body on the way down. So it naturally creates that taper so you don't have to worry about it. Now we're going to take some floral floss from Semperfli and give it a couple wraps and tie it in. And this is what's going to be used as the cider. So a couple wraps up at the top, and then we're going to take the thread all the way down to the base. And you can notice this already has a really nice taper, and you could fish it like this. We're going to add some kapok for the dubbing, and if you don't know what kapok is, it's a natural material that floats. They actually used to make life jackets out of it, so it's really going to add some buoyancy to this fly. Dub the fly coming up in nice touching turns, following that nice body line that you created earlier. And once you get up to the cider, you pull a little bit of thread out, add a little bit more dubbing to it, and you're going to pull up on the wing and kind of create a little bit of a head. And this is going to create the wing to stand up. Now split the CDC in about half and pull your wing forward. You should pull your cider forward. You should get a nice split, and then pull it back. And this is going to bury the cider within the wings. Now to finish it off, we're going to add just a wee bit more so we get a nice dubbing head. If it doesn't quite go right the first time, you can always add just a little bit more and give it another go. It's always better to add a little bit than try to take off some, because getting rid of dubbing is very, very difficult. And just like that, now we have a nice head, didn't crowd the eye, and come in for a whip finish. This fly is a great, it sits, it lands nice and softly, and the fish just can't say no to it. Cut off the waste material, and then go ahead and trim your cider to an appropriate length. I like a couple millimeters, and as you can see, it hides it in the CDC, so the trout doesn't see it, but gives you a nice visible post to see it on the water.